Did you always have dogs growing up?
No, just Ginger. The fat beagle. We had cats. We were more cats.
The cats, did you have any
We had,
memorable cats?
oh God, yes. Yep. Well, yeah, tons of them. Prince was an orange tiger. Prince would go and visit church. Dad sang in the choir. And during summertime, when the door would be open during the service, Prince would go over. It was like he knew it was time to go to church. And he'd go over there and come walking up, his tail up like this, and you'd hear giggles as he went down the aisle and looked around and rubbed against feet. And then he'd go up sometimes to where Dad was in the choir and hang out up there, up the stairs into the back balcony where the choir sang. Prince. And he also would go up ladders. George Magnuson was painting over here. And next thing you know, our cat is up on the rungs. Almost knocked George off. And Prince also dove into a brook to get to the other side where Jimmy was trout fishing one time down at Mayhew's. So yes, we had interesting cats. When I was a baby, though, very young, crawling around still, I was a crawler and I would want to go off. My mother couldn't keep me. She'd look out and I'm crawling off the path to follow my brothers and sisters to school. So my mother had a pen set up where she kept the cats outside so that they wouldn't get away. So there's pictures of me in with all the cats. So there's 14 kittens, or 2 batches of kittens, with them all crawling all over me. And so no wonder I liked them, cats. And the barn cats, there were some great ones around. That's one thing I always wondered why no one kept track of such things, is you wonder if anyone had really long lineage of barn cats. You know, families that have been in the same spot for generations, if there was a generational line, direct line of barn cats. I mean, I guess they have information more about some of the cows and things like that, but I always wondered that myself, because there were some fun, interesting barn cats, real characters that in my life. It was Clyde was up at, my uncle Leonard was the caretaker of the farm that's now the Gray Barn Farm. He was the farmer there. He ran it. Clyde, huge, great big tomcat with nicks all in his scars and scabs and nicks, and big. But he loved to lay around in the sunshine and be rubbed, and he'd purr and all that. But he was a tough barn cat, and he was big. And he'd go up in the haymow, and when he wanted to come down, he didn't just jump. Even if there was a stack of loose hay or something to jump onto, he'd put his 2 big paws around the top rung, and then he just let his body fall over. And he'd hang on, and kalumph, this big old cat body would hit the rungs, and then he'd climb down like a person, like this, backwards, down. Because he'd seen people, I think, coming out of the haymow that way. I mean, most cats would just jump down or go as far as they could and then jump. But Clyde did it that way, and he really thumped when he come around, because he was a big cat. Then there was Henry. He was fun. Henry was the Waldron's barn cat. He'd walk across the street to Allie's store a lot, get scritches and see what's around to eat and bother the owner. And there was a story that my father used to love to tell of a perfectly clean cat at Gifford's store, which was across the brook over towards Old County Road, and it was open when he was young. There was a pickle barrel in the corner at the end of the counter, and it had a lid that could turn over so you could reach in and get the pickles. And the cat had gotten up on top and flipped it over and fallen into the pickle barrel, and the owner was pulling the cat out, and as the people who saw him doing that came in, the owner muttered, "Perfectly clean cat." So I've had cats all my life. Now I've gotten like my mother, though. The last ones I had got to be 15 years old, and I had them all the time. And then 2 of them, they got old, and they died of congestive heart failure. And that same year, my mother died of congestive heart failure. I said, no more cats. She used to say, oh, it's so sad. You get so attached, and then they die.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, so anyway, I haven't had any lately.